So Chelsea have spent 24 million on a defender that used to play for Sunderland and Bolton. That's right, today we're looking at Marcos Alonso's transfer to Chelsea and how he will do in the Premier League coming up next. What's up guys, and welcome to JNO United, bringing the best in football news, entertainment and games. And today we're looking at the transfer of Marcos Alonso for 24 million to Chelsea. But before we get into that, yep, that's right, wait for it. If you're new around here, please make sure to subscribe, and it's coming as well. And please make sure to vote for me in the Football Blogging Awards. Yes, I'm going to keep repeating myself because I really want to win an award for this channel. It would just be a bit like a validation of the last year of doing this, despite the fact that I've just had a kid. So literally my life is work, kid, do some videos, work, kid, do some videos. So yeah, sorry. Links in the description down below. One link is to a tweet that you can tweet out straight away to vote for me in the new Football Blog Award, and you can also go to the website and vote for me in the new video and gaming categories. And let's get on with the video, because I'm sure you're tired of me ranting and raving about subscribing and the Football Blogger Awards. So Marcos Alonso, if you didn't know, he's already played in England for both Bolton and Sunderland. Yeah, that doesn't sound like the pedigree of a player that Chelsea would usually buy, especially not for 24 million. Also, they bought a left back who also plays in the same position as Azpilicueta. Now Azpilicueta could play on the right, so maybe they're considering doing that, but it didn't seem like a transfer that Chelsea necessarily needed. However, new manager, he wants to mould the side to his vision, so he obviously sees something in Marcos Alonso that has made him spend 24 million. If we have a look at his last two seasons where he played in Italy for Fiorentina, we can see that he does have some potential that would suggest he could do a really good job at Chelsea. In the 2014-2015 season, he had 19 appearances for the club, scoring 1 goal and getting 3 assists. His shots per game were 1.3 shots per game, which is pretty good for a left back. He had key passes of 0.9 per game, and he had an average rating of 7.15. In the 2015-2016 season, he upped those stats to 3 goals and 4 assists. That's 7 goals he was involved in as a left back, and that was in only 26 appearances. His shots per game went up to 1.8, and his key passes went up to 1.4. And he got an average rating of 7.07. His strengths are aerial duels, passing, key passes, direct free kicks, tackling, and ball interception. All great attributes to have as a defender. Now this could be something that is really good for Chelsea. Now the reason why is because I believe anyway that they have really been looking for a good left back for a long time, since they lost Ashley Cole. Now I know Cesar Azpilicueta has done really well at left back, but he is naturally actually a right back. So maybe they're considering moving Azpilicueta across to right back. Maybe they think Ivanovic has had his time in the sun and Alonso can slot in at left back. Now that potentially gives you 2 full-backs who can both play as wing-backs that can get forward and attribute to some goals and assists, which means he could chop and change his tactics as necessary against the teams he's coming up against. Now Conte has before played wing-backs, so he might be looking in the long term to manage to get to a formation with that as a possibility. Also, with Kante sitting just in front of the defenders, you could play a 4-1-4-1, but what you could do is have Kante sit deep, and when Chelsea are attacking, you're actually playing more of a 3-5-2. The fullbacks going forward and Kante sitting back in a back line of 3, or maybe just in front of them. Now Alonso shows that he has some potential to be a really good defender as a fullback and as a wing back, and it lets Azpilicueta move over to the right. So this could be a solution for the Chelsea defence, as well as the fact they've now brought back David Luiz. However, if we look at his fantasy football prospects, he comes in on the FPL at 6 million. There's a lot of defenders you can get for 6 million or less that we know a lot more about. So fantasy football wise, I definitely wouldn't suggest looking at him for the FPL. Anyway guys, that's all I have to say about Marcos Alonso. I hope you've enjoyed this player analysis series. Now that the transfer window is over, I can kind of do it on other players as well if you guys want me to do that. So leave in the comments down below which players you'd like me to analyse the past stats for, and if we get enough comments about a certain type of player, then I will definitely do a player analysis of them. Also, remember to leave in the comments down below any FPL versus series you'd like me to do. I generally kind of want to do player against player from the same club if possible. They don't even have to be same position. Just the way I see it is FPL Versus was the way for you to decide which player from a side you should have, because of course you can only have 3 players in your Fantasy Premier League sides from that club. So let me know any series you'd like me to do on FPL Versus as well as this one. I've been JNO, you've been awesome, and remember, it's all about the game.